6:30 p.m. and the sun is finally setting. And once again, I'm at the port. It's now really quiet. Here's the taxi stand, or the ferry stand, I should say. And now I'm walking along the pedestrian-only area. Hotels, tavernas. I'm sure it's quite busy during the daytime. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful evening. There's always a nice sea breeze. And you can see the town now with the whitewashed buildings on the top there. And tomorrow I'm going to explore it. In the far corner there is a white building, and that is a monastery and a Venetian castle, I think. Ferry has just arrived at 6:30 p.m. and you can't see it, but people are disembarking. I think it's the sea jets again. I think it comes 3 times a day. So here's the bus station area, and the return ticket is €8. So if I went from here to a beach and back, it's €8. It depends on the distance. And then across the street, there are all kinds of restaurants. Here's a bus parking. It reminds me of the Amalfi Coast, where the drivers have to be amazing in their driving skills. And here's a timetable on the billboard. And you can actually go all the way from town, all the way to Glossa in the north. And then you can walk to the church, the Mamma Mia church, but I don't recommend it. It's pretty long and hot. But I've seen people do it. There's a map there. That little red line shows where you can walk a road to Aeolos, St. John's Church. So right next door to the bus station is this caravan, and they open at 5, and they have great takeout food. Burgers, gyro, souvlaki for a really good price. I highly recommend it. So here's another view of it, and behind it is a car park. And then we've got the buses parked there. So here's the mini market, only 5 minutes from the hotel. They sell everything you need, all kinds of supplies, but they don't sell watermelon or things like that cut up. They sell them whole. You can buy bananas, things like that. And at evening there's a fruit truck that comes around into town, and you can buy pieces of fruit. The supermarket is further down the road. So now we're near, getting near to the bus station and the ferry port. The breeze is lovely, and you can see how all the restaurants have amazing shade with these trees that are planted within pots or big planters within the cement. And then of course you've got the vine leaves over the rooftops. This is so Mediterranean. It's lovely. Everybody's advertising the dishes. I love looking at all the sailboats. It's just so amazing. And everybody advertises a daily cruise of some sort, or sunset cruises. Anything you want. It's just magnificent. Very similar to Skopelos, but a bit more laid back. Okay, I'm walking to the end of the harbor here where the Venetian palace is, or the church. And this end of the port is less expensive, I think, and there's a pension up above. That looks very interesting. I'm in the harbor front at 9 p.m. in Skopelos, and what a lovely evening. So it's a lot quieter than during the day, obviously. This is where we came into the harbor. There's beyond the harbor, and now the town. It's always magical in the evenings, these places. I hear some music from a bar, but it's a lot quieter than Skopelos downtown. A lovely promenade goes along the harbor, lots of restaurants and cafes as usual. Well, I had a lovely dinner here. My favorite fried calamari with onions and tomatoes and tzatziki. And this is the first restaurant I've been to where they have no ashtrays on the table. So of course I had to sit here. Right on the harbor. I'm coming back tomorrow night. They're such gracious hosts. So it's 8:30 p.m. and it's still early in the night for most Greeks for eating dinner. But you can see it's a traditional restaurant, really home cooking. Here's the sign up here. This is right across from the harbor. It's lovely. I highly recommend it. Nice music. They were telling me about stuffed eggplant. They also have sea bream. It's a kind of fish. And next door there's a hotel right over the balcony of all the restaurants. So here's the menu for molos, salads. You've got the Greek, of course, appetizers, stuffed mushrooms. I might just have appetizers tomorrow night. Feta cheese, croquettes, smoked eggplant. I've had that once. Smoked eggplant paste, it was good. Fried zucchini, tzatziki, potato salad, salted tuna, Greek homemade food, artichokes and lemon sauce. Oh, I've had, or stuffed tomatoes, moussaka, spicy beef with something, pita and yogurt, stuffed eggplant with vegetables and walnuts. I saw that in there. Cuttlefish in wine sauce. Here's the seafood, fried calamari, fried anchovies, codfish, mussels, shrimps, octopus, tuna steak, salmon, sea bass. And here's where I sat. It was so excellent. And the people next to my table are from Sweden. It's delightful, delightful. I love this time of night. The temperature is wonderful. It's not too crowded out, so you can have a lovely meal around 8:30. And then up above you've got the houses, and I climbed up the hill the other night, so you can see it on my video. Next door, a couple doors down, there's more noisy restaurants and a jazz club kind of place. Here we go. This is one more night, tomorrow night, then I leave. Skopelos has been fantastic. I really appreciate the restaurants that put covers on the benches. It's much more comfortable. Every restaurant has its personality. And there's the church in the background there. And you can see how it's perched on the edge of a cliff there. It's all rock. People are going up. And I came down that the other night. So make sure you check out my video. So this boat is a replica of something. It's an old boat, or made to look old. It's got a wooden dinghy behind it as its emergency boat. So it's real wood. Interesting. Look at this giant wooden rudder. Huh. Wow. Little wee windows. All the ropes nicely tied off. This looks like the sea god of Neptune. There's a good view of the church, huh? And at the top behind there is the bar called the Donkey. Wow, it's almost totally sunset. I'm on the seawall at the far end of the port. Amazing. And there's the church at the top there. Sunset behind it. You can see the sunset from there. Some local kids are playing outside on the beach. Families going for a walk. And here's the wall below the church. So now the port is all lit up and more of the nightlife is starting. And people are just going out for dinner at 9:30 when it's nice and cool out. I totally understand now. I had a siesta, I take a nap in the afternoon. I woke up at 5 in the morning because it's so bright out and beautiful. And I did a church, the walk to the church. I was exhausted, so a siesta. And now late dinner. I'm adjusting to the Greek lifestyle. Beautiful, beautiful evening. And there's a jazz club here. You can hear the music. We have outdoor cushions there. Quite nice, under a beautiful, beautiful tree. I think the nights in Greece are as magnificent as the blue sky in the daytime. This is just stunning. The upper part of the city up there. I'll walk it in the daytime. You can hear the waves now coming in from the ferry.